Dear students, I am Mrs. Pratibha. So I will be teaching you the subject mathematics. So today the topic which I am going to teach you is lines and angles. So this is under geometry. So the lines and angles. Under this chapter, so we are going to learn about one axiom. Today we are in this session, we are going to learn about one axiom and the converse of the axiom and the one theorem. And we are going to learn one theorem. So which is the first axiom we are going to learn is, if a ray stands on a line, then the sum of two adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. That's the first axiom we are going to learn. And the converse of that axiom. What happens if the sum of the two adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree? Then what happens to the angles? Then the non-common arms of the angles form a line. Non-common arms of the angles form a line. That is a converse of the first axiom. Next, one more thing we are going to learn is that if two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. If two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. That's what we are going to do. So using these three concepts, we are going to solve the exercise questions. So the first, we will see what does that first axiom states. If a ray stands on a line, then the sum of two adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. So let me draw a line. So first let me draw a line. So this is a line. Now what they are saying, this is a line, let me name it as xy. So what they are saying, a ray is standing on this line. So let us draw a ray on it. So in the previous session we have learned what is a ray line. So I hope you know what is a ray now. So OA is a ray. Let me name it as OA. So OA is a ray standing on the line XY. So how many angles do we get here? So we get two angles. We know that angle XOA plus, so this is angle AOY, that will be equal to angle XOY. What is angle made by the straight line? Angle made by the straight line is 180 degree. So what we can say is, if a ray stands on a line, then the sum of those two adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree. This concept you have learned in your 7th standard. That is linear pair, or if the sum of two angles, or if angle made, or the concept is angle made by the straight line is 180 degree. That is the concept you have studied. So using that concept, we can say that the sum of two adjacent angles on the line is equal to 180 degree. That is a ray standing on the line, forms two adjacent angles, and the sum of those two adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree. That is the axiom we have. Next is the converse of the axiom. So what are they saying? If the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, so I will draw two adjacent angles. So different way. One is in this form. So let me name it as A, B, C and O. One more I will draw like this. This is P, Q, and this name it as R, and here let me name it as O. Next I will draw this way, and I will draw like this. So this is L, M, N. Now by looking at the diagram itself, you can say that where we have a straight line. Yes, in this diagram we have a straight line. In these two we don't have a straight line. Here also we don't have. Here we form an acute angle. Here we form an obtuse angle. And here we have a straight line here. So what is our converse of the axiom states? If the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, then the non-common arms of the angles form a line. Non-common arm. So here in this diagram, which is the non-common arm, this side is. Now do you think we get a 180 degree here? No, because it's clearly with the picture it is an acute angle figure. So we are not going to get a 180 degree. When you add this angle and this angle, this is acute angle and this is again we have an acute angle picture. So here also we are, by looking at the picture I am telling you. So we are not going to get the 180 degree. Now let us check here. This angle and this angle. Now here together, this angle plus this angle together forms an obtuse angle. By looking at the diagram, you can see that this is an obtuse angle. Obtuse angle means what? Less than 180 degree. Okay. So this PR is also not a line. Therefore, I cannot say that PR is a line. So PR is not a line. Now, like it this one. So you have drawn a ray on this one. So sum of these two adjacent angles will be 180. You can measure and check. So these two non-common arms, if this angle plus this angle, if you are getting it as 180 degree, these two angles together forms 180 degree, then these are the non-common arms. Non-common arms will form a line. You can draw it and measure and check practically. So these are the two axiom and its converse of the axiom. So next we are going to learn is the next theorem, that is theorem which we are going to learn. Theorem is vertically opposite angle theorem. Vertically opposite angle theorem, I can name it. So why? If two lines intersect each other, there is one line. Let me say this is X and Y. There is one more line which is intersecting the previous line. So let me say one more line which is intersecting it, P and Q and O, PQ and O. Now what we have to prove? Vertically opposite angle. Which is the vertically opposite angle? This angle 1 and angle 2 are vertically opposite. Angle 3 and angle 4 are vertically opposite angles. So I will name like this. These two are equal. That's what we have to prove. This angle and this angle is equal to this angle. That's what we need to prove. So how will you prove it now? Okay, so what we can do? So we are proving this theorem using this axiom. This theorem is proved using this axiom. So what is the axiom here? So okay, first we will take one of the line. Let OP is a ray standing on a line. Standing, okay, I will do it easily. This is a diagram. So to prove, what we have to prove? Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. This is what we have to prove here. Now how to prove? So we will start with the proof. So we have with OP as a ray on the line, which line? Forget about this. So I can take OP as a ray on the line XY. On the line XY. OP is a ray on the line XY. So what we can by axiom 1. By axiom 1. What is our axiom 1? If a ray stands on a line, then the sum of adjacent angles is equal to 180. So by axiom 1, what we have? Angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree, correct? Yes? So this is our first one. Observation. Now let me take OX as a ray now. Let me come to this line. Okay, let me come to the immediate next line. So what we have now similarly with the OX as a ray, which line on the line, which line? OX is standing on the line PQ, on PQ. OX is a ray standing on the line PQ. What you can say? Yes, now don't forget about this part, only so much we have. So this is the ray, this is the line. So what we can say is by axiom, these two angles add up to 180 degree. So again, angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. This is our second observation. Now look at your first observation and the second observation. From 1 and 2. You can see from 1 and 2, that is angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. Angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. So these are our observations. Now we can see that these two are equal to 180 degree. This sum is equal to 180 degree. This sum is also equal to 180. So what we can say? We can compare 1 and 2. We can compare 1 and 2 because their sums are equal. So which we can therefore angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 3. So what do we have here? Here we have angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 3. So now we look at this expression, equating part. Angle 3 are present both on left and right side, RHS and R. So I can cancel this. Therefore, I can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So what is your angle 1? Angle 1 is POY. Therefore, angle POY is equal to angle XOQ. Therefore, we have found that vertically opposite angles are equal. So we can say that vertically opposite angles are equal. So we have taken with OP and OX as a ray. Next, you can take OY and OQ as a ray, and you will get the similarly we can obtain that. What we can obtain angle 3 is equal to angle 4. So which proves that if two lines intersect each other, then their vertically opposite angles are equal. So in this session, we have learned one axiom, one is converse of the axiom, and one theorem. So axiom is, what does the axiom states? If a ray stands on a line, then the sum of the two adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. Adjacent angle sum will be 180 degree. Next, the converse of the axiom. What was the converse of the axiom? If the sum of the two adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree, then that you will have a non-common arms. These are the non-common rays standing on the line. And if these two angles are equal to 180 degree, and then the non-common arms, these are the non-common arms, OP is a common arm. These non-common arms form a straight line, that is the converse of the axiom. Next, what we have proved is the vertically opposite angles here. It states that if you are taking two lines, and if those two lines intersect each other, their vertically opposite angles are equal. They are vertically opposite. So this angle is vertically opposite to this. Vertically and horizontally, vertically opposite each other, vertical, horizontal, right? So vertically opposite angles are equal to each other. So in our these are the concepts we have learned today. So in our next session, we will learn to solve some of the questions, geometrical questions, diagrams, find the angles, finding the unknown angles, or proving something, some angles is equal to the other angle. So using these three concepts. Okay, thank you.